Hello, my name is Peter Thomas.
And my name is Yusuf Imam.
We are in Chemistry 1310, Section L01, and today we will be covering Experiment 1 on synthesis. The first step is to go into the instrument shelf, take the balance, and put it on the workbench. Next, we will go into the container shelf, find the crucible, and place it on the balance, and measure the mass. The mass is recorded at 88 grams. Now we will remove the crucible, place it on the workbench, go to the material shelf, find magnesium, and place 5 grams of magnesium inside the crucible. Now we will place the crucible on the balance and record the mass. The mass, as seen, has increased by 5 grams to 93 grams. The next step is to take the Bunsen burner and place it on the workbench.
Now we drag the crucible from on top of the balance and we place it on the Bunsen burner. The next step is to turn on the flame on the low level by clicking on the black knob. Now we wait for a minute to two, then we let it cool down for a minute to two again, then we place it on the balance and we record the mass.
As we can see, we have started the fire at a minute 45 seconds. So in about a minute to two, we will remove it and allow for cooling. We will now cover the formula.
So as the magnesium gets heated, it reacts with the oxygen from the air to form MgO. To balance the equation, we need to place a 2 in front of the magnesium and a 2 in front of the MgO. Because oxygen comes only in forms of O2, it does not come as oxide, which is alone. So that's why we need to balance the equation like that. So the oxygen comes in gas form because it comes from the air. The Mg that we placed is in solid form, and the MgO is going to be also in solid form, which leads us to expect a mass increase at the end of the experiment.
Now as we can see, it has been over a minute, so we will now place the crucible on the workbench and allow for it to cool. The crucible has been placed on the workbench around 2 minutes and 55 seconds, and we will allow for this crucible with the magnesium oxide to cool for a minute to 2 minutes. In this time, we predict that the reaction of magnesium plus oxygen will yield magnesium oxide and will have an increased mass.
We predict a mass increase of about 3 grams because, as we know, the oxygen is a lot less heavy than the magnesium, so that's why we only expect a low percentage of increased mass. Now we will wait for it to cool down. About 15 seconds are left.
Once the magnesium has cooled, we will place it on the balance and measure. It has been approximately a minute and a little bit over that the magnesium has cooled. So we will now place the magnesium on the balance. As we can see, the mass has increased and the magnesium oxide is now measured to 96.289 grams.
So the mass increase was about 3.289 grams, which is close to what we predicted, which was 3 grams. So our next step is the cleanup process. So pretty much what we have to do is we take the crucible, we place it in the recycle bin, and that was it. That is the end. That was the experiment. Thank you.